Hey everybody, Neal Gupton with Blistur, and today we're going to talk about taking our first look at the Boom-1 Tactile Transducer processor from Aviom. They're releasing this thing the end of January 2019 at the NAMM show, but Carl and the great folks at Aviom were kind enough to send me a copy in advance and get my feedback on it, because I play about 230 shows a year with the band. When you go in-ears or headphones with a drum kit, and this is good for other instruments as well, but when you go in-ears, and I go wireless in-ear headphones, playing 230 shows a year, going to ruin your hearing. So these are a great thing and a great invention. The problem is you lose the feel of the drum kit. And depending on the stage you're on, especially stages like concrete and outdoors, you get no reflex out of the kick drums. You end up stomping into it, hitting harder kind of subconsciously, because you just lose the feel. So what these do is, in conjunction with a transducer on the drum throne, gives you that shake when you hit the kick drum, when you hit the toms, and it feels like a real kit. The unit that Pearl used to sell, they've discontinued them. They were called a throne thumper. Luckily, Aviom uses the same transducer, so I was able to keep mine because I had the old Pearl model. But the Pearl amps were not very musical. They would just shake the heck out of you. And so your bass player might be hitting a long note, and on a long low note, the whole thing would just shake at its max. So now you're kicking the bass drum, you don't really feel it until that bass shuts off. What they've done here is they put digital signal processing in, and they made it a much more musical device to work with. It's very simple. The manual that comes with it, I mean, there's only a few inputs and outputs, real simple. You can hook it up hardwired. They have personal mixer stations on their website. Basically an input and an output. How I do it is I send an output. So we'll go like auxiliary out from the board. Let's say auxiliary 1 out from the mixing board. That's mine, and I'll just go to the balanced line in on the back, and then from the transducer, I just leave it attached to my throne into the back. That's simple. All I need to do is hook the power cord up. And that is that. So of course on the mixer I want to take my auxiliary out. I'm going to push up the kick drum and the toms, bass guitar if you want. Turn the unit on. Here's your strength knob. You're only going to get to about 9 o'clock with it before it starts clipping. It's got a red clip knob light here, so you'll know when you're doing it. And then he's got 3 presets in it. And I found this very useful, and a mute button, but I found this very useful on different types of stages. If I've got a nice drum riser made of wood, or nice boxy, and I'm getting good reflex anyway, you can set it to tight. This is a little looser, and this is a little more loose. So most of the time I've got it here, and the best thing about this is that it feels like a natural drum kit rather than you just shaking and playing. He's got dip switches in the back here that it tells you in the manual how you can flip those for low pass, high pass filter. I've been really enjoying it over the past 7 or 8 shows that we've done, and highly recommend it at this point. So look them up. Website's at the bottom of your screen. Aviom.com. You'll see their personal mixers that go with this too. They got a lot of great stuff at the website. And I really want to thank Carl Bader and the great folks at Aviom for hooking us up with this. And we'll see you next time.